So this is where I am up to after the idea of having a storage slash shelving slash cupboard unit on the left, or the left as the right hand side when you sat down. This is what I've done. And this is with the old door. It used to be in the middle, so I've kind of repurposed it, so turned it round, and I've made like a framework. So if you look at the door, it had panels in it, so basically each section of the door that was previously in the middle to access the cab is now going to be a shelf. And yeah, that's a shot of it there. You see next to it there, there's going to be this kitchen unit here is going to be rebuilt, so I don't exactly know what size that will be just yet, but I think it will probably come to this position, same position as the old one, and so I'm thinking of putting the bin there, so you can see basically where I put the old bin, because I'm thinking that will be good, because I can access the bin from the outside by opening the side door, the sliding door, and obviously there might be something above that as well. I'm not sure what that could be yet. So that's where I'm thinking of putting the bin. Obviously everything's a complete and total mess in here at the moment. That's the stove area. So this is the view from the seat, the swivel seat, and this is the shelving unit. I keep saying shelving unit slash cupboard because what I'm going to do, so I know it's a bit close, I'm trying to sort of give you an idea of how close it is from the seat. So basically that's my knee there, so there's absolutely loads of room, and there'll be a raised floor section there. Oh, that's the point, I'll have to think about that in relation to the bin, won't I? So yeah, I keep calling this shelving unit because basically what I'm going to do, there's going to be all of these shelves that you can see. So basically I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves, and what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to put a ply side on each side, and on this one I think I'm going to have an access hole there where you can just put stuff in and you know, reach in and what have you. And I might do the same on the second one down, and then the third one down and the fourth one down, they're going to be slightly different because they're going to be solid at the front. I'm hoping to attach a Laguna table mount to that as well, but we'll see whether that works once that table mount arrives. And then the sides, so at the bottom here, this one will have access to you know, the side access, and that'll be for shoes, and that'll be accessible via the cab because the door will come up to here. So that'll be accessible from this side but sealed off on the other side and sealed above, so that, you know, no heat or cold passes from the cab to the rear when the doors are closed. And then the second shelf, again, I'm not so sure about the second shelf yet, but there'll be something stored in that. And the third shelf here, and the fourth shelf, I'm thinking possibly kitchen items in there, but it's all sort of up in the air at the moment. It's all work in progress, and it's all being decided as I go along. I've also created a prototype door slide here, which is basically drawer runners, and I've used just a small piece of wood for each bit because I've not got the wood yet, and I've put the runners on. Now what I'm finding is this wood's only about 9mm thick, and the screws are poking through. There's a little sharp bit's poking through, so that's a problem because these are very small screws. So I'm going to have to go with thicker wood potentially, and then with the thickness of the runner, and you know, the fact that there is actually 2 runners and 2 pieces of wood, I think it's going to end up being quite thick. So, you know, sorry, just getting control of this gimbal there we go. So if you look, it's going to be quite thick, so it might be, especially with thicker wood, it might be 40 or 50 millimeters, you know, 4 or 5 centimeters. So that will interfere with the back of the seat, because the door obviously will be going all the way down. So my latest idea is to possibly get some aluminium runners and just see whether I can do a low-tech version where the wood is just basically in a runner and slides across. That's what I'm looking at the moment. I'm pleased with it so far, because obviously this gives me what's that? That's 84 centimeters wide. So I've got this extra sort of space now in the van that is going to be really good to sort of open the van up and make a nice usable space here. And there's plenty of room for my seat and knees, as you can see. And hopefully with the Laguna table, I should be able to have a table that sort of pulls in and out from here, and enables me to maybe eat from there or do some work on a laptop. But that's where it's at the moment. I'll keep you updated.